All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Heat number one. We'll see Ed Sr. and Vern Spring on the front row, David Lux and Kirk Marble on the second row, Chance Maverick, Kendrick Cryer on the third row, Kyle McRecken Martin rounds out the field for Heat 1. All the drivers lined up, ready to go. Ed Sr. leads them off. Looking down from the out-of-socket iRacing blimp. Everybody stacking back up out of turn two. Several drivers getting the tires warmed up and ready to go. Pace car will lead them around one more time, then they will pop off for Heat 1. Heat 1 the winner of Heat 1 will start on the pole for the feature. Ed Sr. has not had a Heat win yet this season. Could tonight be the night? Here we go. Pace car is in. Green flag is in the air. Heat number one is underway in North Wilkesboro. Chance said the car is very rail. Senior got the wall. It's Lux into the lead. Maverick. Wow. Maverick trying to take 3 and 4 on two wheels. Kirk Marble has had a problem back behind and has towed to pit road with Vern Spring. Meanwhile, David Lux out front, McRecken in second. Kendrick Cryer in third as Maverick on the... Ed Sr. just went past Chance Maverick. Something has to be wrong with that car. Trying to see if we can get a look at what happened with Chance. Oh, he got hard into Senior into turn 3. Gathers it up, bumps off Vern, and chaos out of 4. Four laps to go. Now 3 to go. David Lux still in the lead. Can he hold off McRecken, who's closing the gap very quickly? Kendrick Cryer in third, closing in on both of them, but way behind after that early incident. Senior in fourth, Maverick currently running in fifth. And McRecken has caught the back bumper of Lux on the white flag. Oh, a little bobble out of McRecken, but he doesn't lift. Into 3 and 4, it's gonna be a photo finish. McRecken at the line, and it is McRecken. That margin was 1/100th of a second. On to heat number 2. Stephen Choate and Matt the Maniac on the front row. Cody Kennedy, Andrew Thornton have the second row. Edmund Jones and Riley Maricchio round out the field for heat number 2. Things already getting wild out there tonight. Will we see another car on 2 wheels during heat 2? Green flag back in the air. Heat 2 is underway. They cut the pace lamp short on that one. They're 3 wide out of turn 2. Matt Moniak, Stephen Choate battle. Moniak to the lead, but there is contact coming out of 4. Andrew Thornton has snuck his way up to second. Oh, Moniak is loose. He gets into Thornton. A big crash on the backstretch. And Riley Maricchio comes through it clean. Andrew Thornton now in second. Moniak in third. Let's take another look at that incident. Here they are through 1 and 2. Cody Kennedy at the back as chaos breaks loose. Kennedy, Edmund, Choate all involved. Four laps to go for Maricchio. Hey, good evening, Concrete Cowgirl. Welcome. Riley has a 1.3 second lead over Thornton. And that lead is growing. Riley has the fastest lap of the night so far. Moniak back in third. Edmund holds on in fourth. Cody Kennedy, Stephen Choate, both on pit road. We'll see them back in just a couple laps for the feature, but they're going to have a lot of work to do to come from the back. White flag is in the air one more time around for Riley Maricchio. Down into 3 and 4, Riley has it locked up. Riley Maricchio wins heat number 2. And what a difference between both heats. Here we go to the feature. Kyle McRecken, Martin, and Riley Maricchio on the front row. David Lutz and Andrew Thornton on the second. Kendrick Cryer and Matt Moniak have the third row. Ed Sr. and Edmund Jones on the fourth. Chance Madrick and Cody Kennedy round out the top 10. Vern Spring starts in 11th next to Stephen Choate in 12th. Kirk Marble rounds out the field. All the drivers get to the grid. Pace car is rolling. It will be an epic battle at the front. Riley Maricchio, 3 races, 3 wins. But Kyle McRacken Martin sits second in points and wants to close the gap. David Lux appears to be taking an EOL. Plus, you have some of the fastest cars out here, like Cody Kennedy, Stephen Choate, and Kirk Marvel, who have to come from the back. And several times so far this season, Stephen Choate has made one heck of a charge from the back. In fact, after last week's race, Choate up to 9th in points, continues to make the march toward the front. Pace car is in, green flag is in the air. The feature event from North Wilkesboro is underway. Oh, we've got cars loose out of 2. Ed Sr. is around. Caution is out on lap 1. Likely to see a single file restart on this. Let's take a look at Senior. Looked like he had a little bobble. Gets a bump from behind and goes around. Looking down from the chopper, you see he just comes down, and Maderick, I believe, was there with nowhere to go. Riley Maricchio had his nose ahead at the time of caution. He now has the lead, McRacken to second. Andrew Thornton up to third. Kendrick Cryer in fourth. Moniak in fifth. Biggest mover so far. No surprise here. Stephen Choate up 4 spots into 8th. And it looks like they are going to go 2 wide on the restart. All right, here we go. Pace car drops in. And green flag back in the air. Riley able to get away very quickly into the lead. Stephen Choate has quickly put himself up into 7th, trying to get past the Maniac in 6th. Oh! Andrew Thornton way loose out of 4. Edmund Jones now has a run up top. Riley Maricchio, Kyle Martin, and Kendrick Cryer, the top 3, trying to get a little bit of a breakaway. Matt Moniak has had a problem back behind. He has gathered it up. No caution. Riley Maricchio and Kyle Martin continue swamping the fastest lap. Let's see what happened with Moniak. Vern Spring was way up in the wall. Moniak looks like he just got loose out of 2. Take another look at Moniak. You see Vern just got a little deep into 1 and 2, and Moniak just a little too much power on exit. Riley and Kyle still out front. Kendrick trying to close the gap. Stephen Choate right on the back bumper of Edmund Jones. Edmund now in 4th, Choate in 5th. Thornton, after getting loose out of turn 4, is dropped back into 6th. Cody Kennedy on the march up to 7th. Kirk Marble also on the move up 5 spots into 8th. Chance Maderick currently running in 9th, battling with Vern Spring. But Chance manages to get clear. Vern holds on to 10th, but David Lux right on his bumper. Hey, good evening, Steven Seams. How have you been, buddy? Matt the Maniac back in 13th after that spin is closing back. Oh, Senior gets loose. Moniak has a big run. He will move to 12th. Riley Maricchio, Kyle Martin still out front, but Kendrick is closing the gap. Edmund Jones, Stephen Choate also starting to close in. Andrew Thornton starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. The bleeding has stopped, but he's still got to close the gap ahead. Cody Kennedy, Kirk Marble, 7th and 8th. Both drivers have been moving forward all night. Both of them, though, still a long way to go. And Chance Maderick is right there on their bumper. Well, Steven, it's great to see you, buddy. Hope busting at the seams is going really well for you guys. The top 5 all within about 2 seconds of each other. Cody Kennedy and Kirk Marble less than 2 seconds. Behind 5th place, Stephen Choate, and closing in. But the drivers are now already into lap traffic after some early incidents. Ed Senior back in 13th. Moniak in 12th is closing in on Vern Spring in 11th. We saw Vern having some issues earlier as well. David Lux in 10th is starting to close the gap on Maderick. It looks like the top 2 have settled into a bit of a rhythm. The rest of the field appears to be pushing it, trying to run them down. The tires are warmed up. The track temperature has come up all night. It's now 133 degrees. Fortunately, the tires have heated up and have some grip. but you have to wonder how long it's going to be before we start seeing cars sliding all the way up the track. Now the track temp up to 134. Andrew Thornton back in fifth is pulling a little bit of a gap now on Cody and Kirk. Stephen Choate has gotten past Edmund Jones. Choate now into fourth, closing on the top three. John, definitely some great racing again tonight. Especially with these track temperatures, it'll be interesting to see how the second half of this race goes. Concrete Cowgirl, I knew you'd be cheering for Choate. He is already up 8 spots. This has been a common theme this season for Steven. If he ever gets the heat races to where he wins one, the rest of the field will definitely be in trouble. He is now less than a second behind Cryer. Kyle McRacken Martin in second is starting to lose ground to the leader, Riley Maricchio. But only a third of the way through the race, Edmund Jones has had a problem back behind. No caution, but he has lost a lot of ground. See what happened with Edmund a moment ago. Edmund coming out of turn 2 just snaps loose into the grass. Finally gets it back up on track into turn 3, but everybody gets by. As the field stays out, they may see a very long green flag run. We could potentially see this go green to the end. Edmund Jones now slipping back into ninth as a fight to get back up to where he was in fifth. John Barry predicting McRacken to do some McRacken things in the second half of this race. McRacken didn't get that nickname for no reason. If we see a late race caution, it could be a McRacken incident. But Kendrick Cryer is gaining no ground on him. Stephen Choate continues to reel in. Kendrick now just 1 second behind. Andrew Thornton back in fifth as Cody Kennedy and Kirk Moe. Thornton goes way up the track. Cody has a run into 1 and 2. Andrew doing everything he can, but can't hold him off. Now Kirk Marble looks low into 3 and 4. Chance Maderick, Edmund Jones, holy cow! Kirk way out of shape, out of turn 4. And the check up behind allowed Chance Maderick to get a 2 for 1. Maderick now to 7th. Matt Moniak continuing to try and reel the field in. Has just come by Vern Spring, setting his sights on David Lux. But Lux in 10th, about 5.5 seconds ahead of Moniak. And the leader, Riley Maricchio, about to be into heavy lap traffic. Ed Sr. just ahead along with Vern Spring and Moniak. Cody Kennedy now up into 5th. Kirk Marble in 6th, but Chance Maderick in 7th. Trying to find himself a way back past. And oh, Chance is loose. He collects Edmund. Caution is out. Caution is out for the 2nd time tonight. Let's take another look at that incident. Edmund Jones looks underneath Chance, out of turn 4. Chance just gets loose. Edmund nowhere to go. Taking another look down from the chopper, you see Chance already getting loose in the middle of the turn. Edmund just had nowhere to go. Several cars have come to pit road. Edmund Jones has come in. Cody Kennedy, Kirk Marble, Vern Spring, Matt Moniak, Kyle Martin, Riley Maricchio, Kendrick Cryer and Stephen Choate all coming in. Andrew Thornton, David Lutz, and Ed Sr. all stay out. Now Andrew comes in. Lux is going to stay out, and Senior comes in. Well, this will shake things up quite a bit. David Lux will be out front on his original set of tires. Everybody else back behind will have 4 fresh Goodyears. Lights go out on the pace car as they stack back up. Can Lux put the power down on the old tires and get away from McRacken? Or will John Barry's prediction come true. Will McRecken do McRecken things? Here we come through 3 and 4. Pace car is in. Green flag back in the air. Lux quickly to the lead. Holy cow, McRecken gets a bump from Mauricio. Stephen Choate takes advantage. He is now in third. McRecken literally on his bumper. Kyle dives it into turn 1. Lux up on the high side. Mauricio now has the lead. The battle is on for second. Choate side by side with McRecken. Cryer right behind. McRecken clears out of 2. Now Cryer looks underneath Choate. Cryer now to third. Kendrick just set the fastest lap of the night. Cody Kennedy in 5th. David Lux on the old tires starting to fade. He is back in 6th. Hey, good evening, Richie. Why aren't you out here, buddy? Oh, McRecken just bumped. McRecken just gave Riley a big old tap. And Riley backed it into the wall. Take another look at this incident. Kyle just drove it into 3, nailed Riley in the bumper and sends him to the wall. And yes, John, you definitely called that one. Riley did settle back into third, but now Kendrick Cryer in the lead and Stephen Choate in second. Cody Kennedy now to 4th. Vern Spring has quietly made his way up into 5th. Edmund Jones in 6th. Andrew Thornton 7th. Ed Sr. in 8th. Matt Moniak in 9th. And Kirk Marble in 10th. David Lux now to 11th and McRecken back to 12th. DJ, I certainly did. I'm actually supposed to be having a Corvette painted to run a GT3 in that race. You'll see some practice sessions later this week. And how you doing tonight, DJ? If you guys missed it, definitely check out on our YouTube channel the BRR race from last night. The All-Star event was some great racing. And at one point it looked like DJ the Iceman Kenner was coming for the win. Everybody stacked back up, ready to go. Pace car is in. Green flag back in the air. Kendrick choosing the highline for the restart. Quickly shoots it to the lead. Choate staying right on his bumper. Riley Maricchio and Cody Kennedy get single file quickly. Vern Spring and Andrew Thornton now battle for 6th. Vern holds him off, but Edmond took 5th on the restart. Edmond having quite a comeback so far from his earlier incidents. McRacken making his way back to the front, currently in 9th, but mired in traffic. Andrew Thornton on the bottom, Marble up top, trying to clear, and Kirk may clear him into 1. David Lux has had a problem back behind, no caution yet. Kendrick Cryer still holds the lead. Let's see what happened to David Lux a moment ago. Coming out of turn 4 right in front of Madrick, but he manages to do a 360, gets the car righted and going again, but a hard break for Lux. Lux did pit under that last caution. Does look like he was on fresh tires. Might not have had enough heat in them. Kendrick Cryer in the lead. Stephen Choate in 2nd. Looking at bonus points for the most positions gained, as he started back in 12th and has raced his way to the front. But he has Riley Maricchio all over his bumper. Cody Kennedy back in 5th, trying to reel in 4th place. Edmund Jones. Edmund has had quite a comeback. And speaking of comebacks, Kyle Martin is already up to 6th. Right behind him, Kirk Marble in 7th. Kirk also having a big charge tonight after starting in 13th. The top 3 separated by just a couple of car lengths at the moment. Will Kendrick Cryer or Stephen Choate be able to put a stop to Riley Maricchio's win streak? Maricchio still lurking. Edmund Jones in 4th, now just a 2nd behind. McRacken has made his way to 5th. Kirk Marble in 6th, Cody Kennedy 7th, Andrew Thornton in 8th, the Maniac in 9th, and Vern Spring in 10th. Ed Sr., David Lux and Ed Sr. both have fallen way behind since the restart, both having issues after the restart. for the moment. David Lux, though, a straightaway ahead of the leaders. This could get interesting if lap traffic comes into play for the top three. Edmund Jones in fourth, still lurking about a second back. But a second behind him is McRacken. Andrew Thornton looking underneath Cody Kennedy. Thornton trying to reclaim some ground. Riley's starting to look underneath Choate into three. Out of turn four, Choate has the momentum. Oh, some contact. Both drivers hold on to it. And side by side all the way around, it's Choate is loose out of four. Riley now to second. Kendrick managed to put a little breathing room between him and Maricchio, but how long will it last? Kendrick way out of shape out of four. Riley Maricchio in second. Choate still has third, but Edmund Jones closed the gap when they were battling. Kyle Martin also starting to close back in. Matt Moniak has gotten back past Andrew Thornton. Moniak now up to 8th. Pryor will come in to lap traffic. Both David Lux and Ed Sr. less than half a straightaway ahead. Riley Maricchio less than half a second behind Pryor. Stephen Choate about to have one heck of a battle with Edmund and Kyle. Can he hold on to third from here? David Lux currently in 13th, but he's going to come by and take 12th from Senior. And now the leaders are in the fight. Lux goes up the track through 3 and 4. May have slowed Riley down just a hair. Riley still, though, right on the bumper. Stephen Choate put a lap car between him and Edmund, trying to keep a little bit of a barrier. Riley still all over the back bumper. Stephen Choate holds on to third as McRacken and Edmund battle it out. McRacken now to fourth. Choate has a little bit of breathing room for the moment. Riley all over the back bumper of the leader, Kendrick Pryor, as they get 5 to go. He has got to him, but will he be able to make the pass? Stephen Choate holds an 0.8 of a second gap on McRecken. Edmund Jones still on Kyle's bumper. Three laps to go. Can Kendrick Cryer hold him off, or will Riley be able to go 4 in a row? Down the front straightaway, 2 laps to go at North Wilkesboro. Kendrick Cryer has not been in a tour mod in quite some time. Can he pull off the win as they get the white flag? Riley won the first 3 races of the season, but it's looking like the streak will come to an end tonight. And out of turn 4, Kendrick Cryer is back in victory lane. Riley Maricchio coming home in second. Stephen Choate holds everybody off to finish third. And let's see if we can get a word with our top 3. Starting with third place, Stephen Choate. Stephen, you had quite a battle to hold on to third tonight.
Yeah, it was a good car, but that entire race, it was tight as hell. I could not get the thing to turn how I wanted it to, but had a good run from the back. Would have liked to start it up front, but the heat race didn't go as planned. I think if I had the chance to start up front, I probably would have had a pretty good run, but still a great run. I gotta thank EPI and all my buddies back home. A lot of fun.
Well, man, I have to say, first off, if you ever get the heat races right, the way you've come through the field, you're just going to walk away from them. And you had a new cheering section tonight by the name of Concrete Cowgirl on Twitch cheering you on, and she is saying, great job.
Yeah, that's my lady friend. She's Concrete Cowgirl. I'm Concrete Cowboy. So we have our names for each other.
Well, great job tonight. Congratulations, and get the heat races figured out. You'll be unstoppable.
That's the plan, Doug. I appreciate it.
Riley Maricchio comes home in second. Riley, you've said it the last couple of weeks, the streak would have to come to an end at some point. Tonight was the night.
Yeah, we had a couple things go wrong. We got put in the wall, and then I was trying to get around Steve, but that took a lot longer, and it took a lot more tire than I wanted. But we were still fast. We had a good long pace. But yeah, I mean, it was a good race. I hope I put a good show on for you.
Well, you definitely did, man. It was an awesome comeback from the earlier issues, and I have to say, you went to the front, you went back a ways, you went back to the front, and it was just an awesome battle watching you run Kendrick back down and hang on his bumper there at the end.
Yeah, we're definitely glad I can make it a show. We're gonna keep going at it, try to win the next one. Good win to Kendrick. Good job to Steve on podium. And thanks for having us, Doug. Thanks for having us, Ed. Thanks to EPI Setup Shops, JTT Racing, Shred Some YouTube channel, and just everyone who makes this happen.
Well, great job tonight. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And finally, our winner, Kendrick Cryer. Kendrick, congratulations. You hadn't been in one of these cars in a while, and first time back, you go back to victory lane.
Hey, it's been a little while since I've raced in JBSRL, and it's nice to be back in victory lane.
It definitely was, man. You definitely had your work cut out for you, though. Riley all over the bumper for most of that second half of the race. He made you work for this one.
Yeah, I definitely had my work cut out for me for this race. Kyle and Riley were definitely faster than me, but they kind of got in a little scuffle halfway through, and I ended up getting ahead, and I don't know how I hung on, but if Riley was able to pass Steven about 5 laps sooner, he definitely would have got me, I think.
Well, man, you still managed to hold him off. You pull off a win, and hopefully we see you back more often. Congratulations.
Thank you. I'll try to make her more often here. These tour mods are fun.
They definitely are, man. Great job, buddy.
Thank you.
And thank you guys so much for tuning in. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, and YouTube. Hope you guys had as much fun as we did tonight. Have a great night, everybody.